morning, good afternoon, good evening, fabulous. I got questions for you. What opens with, I think, Ev talking to her daughter about how she just don't like Jackie and Jackie crazy, and how upset she was about Jackie calling her a bitch in front of her, in front of her Shasha, the baby girl. And what closes with just all out Tam Tam and Sania making a human wall between Ev and Jackie. If you guess Basketball Wives Season 6, is it episode 10? I gotta check on this. Then you're correct. But anyway, last night's episode, the next one, it'll be in the title. You're correct. Thank you for clicking and sticking around for my review, recap, and commentary on Basketball Wives last night. And thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and being here. Okay, so we're going to have to go with these notes because I was watching and taking notes, so we just going to go with it. Ev is talking to her daughter, what's her name, Shanice, about, the event with Jackie, and, Jackie swished out, and they swished out and made fun of her leaving and all of that. And then we see Tam Tam calling to invite Ev on a girls' trip to NYC. Miss Evelyn does not ask about the guest list. I think she says because she's from the NYC, so it don't matter who's there because all of her people are in the Bronx in New York. So the city is her spot. You coming on her territory. Okay, so then we have Hazel and Tam Tam. That's the Tam Tam's niece character who just came on. I don't know. I think I don't really understand. In her interview, she was showing the inside boob. I guess I grew up in an age where we showed cleavage at the top, but this inner cleavage is just very mysterious and confusing to me. And I guess it's almost like a badge of honor to have had a boob job. So people want to show that inner cleavage to show that it's a boob job, that they got fake titties. I don't know. I don't really understand. And it's not to my aesthetic, just like I still can't. What are we, 5 years into wearing your pants down so that your underwear are showing? And I still just don't understand it and don't appreciate it. I mean, it's really just clearly a sign that, I guess as you get older, it's just some stuff that you just, you just can't appreciate, can't understand. So, I guess we have her there because she has boobage. But anyway, I'm not really sure what role she's playing on the show and why she's there. But she gets invited. She's at a play space with her daughter, Olive. They do a video call with Tam Tam. Tam Tam invites her to NYC. Now, Miss Hazel does ask about the guest list. At that time, it's Jackie, Ev, Shawnee, and Hazel. So why Jackie? Why are you inviting Jackie, Tam Tam, for drama? I think so. Okay, so then we see Tammy joining Jackie at a restaurant. Tam Tam, she says, Jackie says, we all saw you go after BJ, so I don't know why you said you didn't go after her. And then Tam Tam asked Jackie if she could make up with BJ, and Jackie says yes. And then Jackie, they talk a little bit about Evelyn, and, Jackie goes into her regular routine of playing crazy. This is her job on the show, to be crazy and give us cray cray and volatility, and she playing her role. I don't know exactly what her role is, but I know cray cray is part of her character description. So she starts talking about how Evelyn is trying to be a sister wife, and that she's not interested, her husband is not interested, and that Evelyn is stalking her, and that Jackie wants an apology from Evelyn. So she don't really give us, I don't know if it's true or not. It sounds like something she just pulled out of her behind, because she doesn't say, look, she showed up at my church. Look, she showed up at my house. Look, she was here. Look, she texted my husband this. So I just feel like it's just something crazy she said in order to get us talking. I didn't really understand it. But she says she wants an apology from Evelyn. And I kind of feel like Jackie has been on this show since the beginning from playing crazy. Just like I feel like Tammy has been on this show from the beginning for being physically aggressive with people and hostile to people. Just like I feel like, when Evelyn was on the show, as Iyanla immortalized, what did she say? You're a thug among women. I think that's her role. That's the role she was supposed to play. And we see her, no spoiler alerts because we all seen the episode, right? We see her revert back to that role at the end of the episode. Then we're at NYC. Shawnee and Ev are hanging out. Shawnee has never ridden the subway before. They go to the Bronx. They're shopping. She's disappointed. Oh, this is to loop back. Shawnee mentions then, and she mentions later that she's disappointed that there are no, are they called buskers? But there are no performers on the train. And it's like when I would ride the train all the time, every single car and every single train, there were performers, but there were, I guess if you rode 10 times, you could expect to see somebody, a couple times. It ain't just every single, it'd be 10, 20 cars. It ain't 10, 20 performers that, when the train doors open, they get on and perform or whatever. No. But she was disappointed that she didn't see performers. They go shopping in the Bronx, sneaker store, beauty supply, pizza. It's real cute. It's real New Yorky. It made me want to go visit. Real Bronxy too. We're visiting Evelyn's mom, and I'm trying to understand, why did Evelyn dump her dog? Why does she want another one? I just felt, I don't know, it made me feel some way. Maybe I'm turning into BJ. I don't know. But I felt a way like, I don't know. I mean, the dog seemed happy enough, but was the dog not expensive enough, an expensive enough accessory? I don't know. And they chat about her eggs, not eggs like scrambled eggs, or it could be scrambled eggs, but there's talking about fertility, eggs and IVF and stuff like that. I didn't really follow it. I don't know. So then we're in the car with Shawnee and Ev, and they're talking about Jackie. They spend a lot of time talking about Jackie. Ev is dreading seeing her. She Googles her to find her age. Jackie to find Jackie's age, because she's like, if she's 55 and acting like this, blah, 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 blah. But you know what? It's not cute at 5 to me. It's not cute at 15. It's not cute at 25. It's not cute at 35. It's not cute at 45. And it's not cute at 55. But I remember one of my, I probably told y'all this before, but my mother was taking care of like a play aunt who was in a nursing home. And I remember one time I went to visit my play aunt in the nursing home, and these two women kind of rolled up. Like one literally was in a nursing, like in a rolling chair, like a, the chairs that roll because you can't walk good or can't walk or whatever. And my auntie was like, what do they want? And it was like almost like they were about to have a fight. I mean, it was more of a conversation than that, but the hostility and the energy and the vibration, it was like these children on Basketball Wives. They could have been nursing home wives, the way they were behaving and carrying on. So, I learned, I remember when I met my first husband's, one of his relatives, his father's mother, so his grandmother, I guess, and she was like really, really messy. And they did the thing. She was really, really messy. She was an older woman, and I was like, oh my God, she is so old to be so messy. And that's when I started realizing that I guess if you're messy at 2 or 3 and you don't address it, you're going to be messy at 200 or 300. So, the same way these women behave, is a reflection, I guess, of how they have behaved. And, it's good. I'm not criticizing anybody for going to get their life fixed or trying to get assistance and support and growing and developing. And, but you need to continue to get help, Evelyn, and all of the women. Jackie needs help. Tammy needs help. To me, I just feel like, I know they're playing characters, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe they just feel like they're playing a character, like the woman on the Haves and the Have-Nots who plays Cray Cray on that show. She's playing a character. I don't really think that the woman who plays Veronica is like that. I think she's just playing a character. So maybe I should try to think more about these women like that, but I don't. I actually think that we're seeing bits and pieces of who they are. And I mean, of course, as an actor, we see bits and pieces of who you are, but I just mean in a different way. Like, I feel like these women really need support. And I think that it's a reflection of the fact that as society, we really deal with mental health issues. We really deal with self-esteem issues. We really deal with anger management issues. I feel like the society is so aggressive and hostile toward us as Black women, brown women, women of color, and these women have experienced different types of they've experienced a lot. And I think that they're a reflection of, as society, we just need more help and support. I'm finished. Okay. So they Google Jackie to find her age, and they stumble upon her measurements, and they say her waist size is 23. And they make fun of that. That was sort of incredible. I didn't believe that either. But you can find all kinds of stuff on the internet. We see Tam Tam, she's smoking outside of the hotel when we pull up. And this smoking thing is really interesting because you really don't see very many people on TV smoking anymore. And it used to be all the rage. But, so it's actually disturbing, and it's sad to me whenever I see the child smoking. And one of the women said, oh, she got her cancer stick. So, so she's just, she just smoking. She ain't just had an argument. She just smoking because she's addicted. And it's not, I'm just praying that she'll get some relief from that and be able to release that. It's a shame, the things that we pay money for that kill us. The things that we pay money for that aren't good for us don't help us. So Tam Tam tells Evelyn that Jackie feels that Ev is a stalker, and that Ev tried to buy into the Christie family with $3,500, which I thought, I thought that was funny. But, sad, funny on the surface, but sad, kind of deeper beneath, because of the whole issue with the child being burned and, all of that other stuff. Ev says that her goal is to remain quiet with Jackie. She's just not going to say anything. So then we see them arriving at a restaurant. It's Tam Tam, Ev, and Shawnee, and they're still talking about who? Jackie. And then we see BJ, and then Jackie has invited Sania, probably because she needs some backup. All of these women are relatively hostile to her. Now, this episode, Tam Tam is playing like friendly in a way, but I wouldn't trust her. I don't know if I trust Sania. She just met that child too, didn't she? But anyway, at least Sania is playing the role of being sort of somewhat supportive. Ev, they're sitting there, they're ignoring each other, and then Jackie is like, well, what's up? I think Jackie starts a conversation, and Ev, blah, 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 I don't know, but Ev says, let this be the first and the last time that you call me a bitch in front of my daughter, which was confusing to me. I was trying to process. I asked my mother, would it be more upsetting to you if someone called you a bitch in front of me than if they just called you a bitch? And she's like, I think that calling me a bitch is pretty offensive, whether it's in front of you or not. But, I was just trying to process, the issue of in front of the child. I don't know, because it's on TV. So I don't know. Is she really that upset about that? Or is she just trying to get into her role of being a thug among women? And then, so Jackie says, well, let this be the first and last time that you insult me in front of myself. And what if I repeated that your daughter is a build-a-whore? And we found out earlier, because I didn't know what a build-a-whore is, but basically that she has raised, that means that she raised her daughter to be a whore, or whatever, which I don't want to say it makes sense, but basically, like, I'm pretty similar to my mother. So just like Tam Tam had said about Evelyn before, well, Evelyn has dealt with a lot of different men in a lot of different leagues and blah 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 blah. She might be showing her daughter the tricks of the trade, because shoot, Tam Tam might want to have those skills too, and just be envious that she can't keep getting her different professional athletes in different leagues. I don't know. But, a mother is going to pass down her skills consciously and subconsciously to her child, right? And then Evelyn leaves. Now, all of this fighting and stuff, it get kind of confusing to me exactly what's going on. It's hard for me to process or keep track of it. But they say that the kids are off limits, you know, reality trope or whatever, you know, comes up. And then Shawnee plans. She's like, well, we just need to leave. They've all gone outside. She goes back inside to get their purses so that the OGs and BJ can leave. And then Jackie wants to go out to talk to Evelyn. And then, you know, it just kind of explodes. And I think that Tam and Sania, like, whew, and they came together and they made a human wall to prevent, you know, the connection of these two women, because they were about to, you know, go at it and fight. So that's basically the episode. You know, just drama between older, drunk, grown women, and it's just not a good look. It's not attractive. It's not cute. But that's Basketball Wives. So thank you for watching, commenting, subscribing, being here. What are you thinking? How are you processing this? I'm not for this physical fighting, and I'm not really understanding. It seemed like when these shows first started, I could understand how you could legitimately misunderstand what somebody meant, and it could grow into a big issue, and, you know, but some of this stuff, I'd be kind of confused. I think, you know, I think it's confusing because it's some bullshit just for the TV, and I don't know. So I don't know. I guess I give this episode like a 7 because I'm kind of annoyed. But that's what I got. Thanks for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you, being fabulous, and being fabulous you. Have a wonderful day. It's the best day ever. Peace.